This wheel is the latest one that I've built, and this is going to be the rear wheel for Royal Enfield 500 Asbo number 38. And as usual, I've got it set up just to sort of verify a few things and make a few final checks before hopefully set about fitting the tyre to it. And I've got my string line across once again because this is another full width hub type wheel where the spokes on both sides are the same length either side, so therefore the rim wants to be, the centre of the rim wants to be lining up with the centre of the hub. So I've got my string line here, which I'm going to pull tight now, and we can see that just as we sort of come down to the edge of the rim, we can see the string and we can see the flange of the hub there all lining up nicely. Take the string around underneath, just bear with me a moment. I'll just set the camera down here a second while I put the string the other way around, so we can have a look at something over there a minute. Now if I pull the string tightly underneath, we should be able to see, hopefully, the same sort of thing again. There's a string, edge of the rim and the edge of the flange. So that's just like what we saw on the top side here, so that means that the rim is nice and central. So next up, we'll have a look at the run out on this one, and the radial throw is quite high on this one because it's a bit disappointing compared with some that I've done in the past, but unfortunately it comes down to the weld, where the two ends of the aluminium rim where it's rolled and welded together meet, and there's not a great deal I can do about that with what I call the blip, which if we include that, we're getting very nearly a millimetre. But I've tried and tried, I've spent a long time on the spokes, and unless I have some spokes really tight and other spokes really slack, there's not a great deal I can do about that. But the tyre will take that up quite comfortably anyway. I mean, I like to see lower figures than that if and when I can. It's not going to shake the bike around or anything when it's being ridden. That it'll, as I say, the tyre will completely absorb that anyway. Now we'll have a look at the side to side throw or run out. Now that is not even 1/4 millimetre side to side, so that's very good. I'm very happy with that. And then one last thing I like to do, I'll just have a listen to the spokes. They're all playing pretty much the same note, 20 a side, so here we go. $20 there, and the wheel was getting away from me a bit there, but I managed to tap all of them. So all the spokes are tight, the wheel is true. You might be able to see that, whether the camera will pick it up, what I call the blip, and there's literally nothing that can be realistically done about that. There it is, that's the welded seam going right across the rim there, and I can even feel a little bump there with my fingertip. Like I say, there's not a great deal that you can do about that. You end up tightening spokes so tight you'll end up snapping them or whatever. You just got to live with that. But as I say, the tyre will soak that up and it won't even be felt when the bike's being ridden. And I'll be riding the bike some point in the future. I've also got the engine to put together there. We looked at that in another video, and I'm going to be carrying on with that soon. Get that back into the bike, get the tyre on, get the wheel on, and Asbo 38 will be coming along in big leaps and bounds, all being well.